Hello and welcome to P0, and this week we're at the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort amongst the sand dunes. And so here's our quali lap. Very wide going into Tarzan, but should give us a better exit. We had set a time earlier on medium compound tyres. There's Metcalf and the Aston there getting out of our way. So it should have been much quicker than this, I think, in the first sector. It will be quicker, but probably isn't quick enough to make too much of a dent, so we'll do another run later. As we follow the Ferrari of Rob Wills and hopefully get a tow. Lost even more time there. Where's this going to put us, I wonder?
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
So 6/10 up with a lot more speed in the car, I feel. We're on the front row now as it stands. Until later on we did attempt another lap when we were up on our time, but we got wide, that unsettled the car. We understeer, so we'll preserve those tyres and we'll come into pit. And that's where we're going to start. P3, Ryan Salmon pole, Matty P2, the Ferrari of Rob Wills alongside me. Aaron and Theon just behind me on the 3rd row. Chubby Slug on the mediums in 8th. The alternate strategy is we're on the grid now, and that's 5 lights, and we're off. Matty got a really good start then. Ours wasn't so good. We're going to drag it around the outside, which we do. Where are we going? Oh, there's contact with Aaron. We left him enough room on the inside. Rob Wills kept position. Aaron had a great start, starting from P5 up to P6, up to P3, sorry. And so P4 after lap on, but there's been quite the shunt behind, and this will be a safety car, I believe.
Managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
It's a VSC at the moment, and now it is a full safety car.
Is too low, and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
And I'm not going to change strategy. My plan is stay on these softs are good enough to go to lap 14 and do a soft medium strategy. There will be other safety cars to help us out later on, I'm sure of it, on the track like this. And that's exactly what happened. Everyone pitted. Our scammer. And I don't want anyone getting a run on me here. So I'm going to leave it to the very last moment. And then away we go. There we are. And I think I've caught Scammer napping there.
Green flag.
Have indeed, I've caught him napping that much. Chubby Slug's ahead of him now. And so at what point are Chubby Slug's medium tyres going to be quicker than my soft tyres? This is no yellow flag to Haas, I believe, of Rodders. Oh, and Scammer's are he's tumbling down the packing order at the moment. It'd be interesting to see. We're running quite high downforce setup for this track. So it'd be interesting to see it. Oh! Chubby Slug's round. Saw it in the rearview mirror. That was a huge accident. No safety car, wow. That was a massive accident. You could just see it in our rearview mirror. And so the plan is now, like to Laverick, my teammate Keith and Pedro, to hold back Matty, Rob, Arwen, etc. Ryan Sammy there as well. And we're extending the gap to Laverick, and we're definitely extending it to Matty. Pedro's doing us a favour here on lap 8. And it's quite the train there by the looks of things. Looking at that mini map. And the plan is still lap 14, 15, pit for mediums till the end. Be amazing if there was a safety car. On lap 12 that gap stabilised as we go into Tarzan. This is a brilliant corner, the carousel once you name it right, but there's a car retired, that's a safety car, and that's what we were hoping for.
Push for a safety car right now, just be careful.
This will be the strategy now, mediums until the end.
And remember, there is no
Until we come out P3, but Theon and Ryan Sam I think will need to pit again. We won't be able to have a run at Theon straight away. There's the lap car of Metcalf in our way in the Aston Martin. As we head down towards Tarzan corner.
Green flag.
As that's slightly distracting. Luckily there's ghosting on this game. And so what can we do with Ryan Sam and Theon? I think Ryan Sam showed in quali, he probably has a bit more pace than Theon does. Has slightly more pace than we do, although I think the 4/10 gap flattered Ryan Sam in quali. He definitely had more pace than that. He just didn't get the laps together. This track, of course, not everyone's favourite, but I must say it is one of mine. As we head down towards the Hans Ernst chicane. Can we get a good run out of Kumho, and then the Ariel Indiet corner. All named after famous Dutch drivers, be they F1 or IndyCar, of course.
Teammate behind is 6.2
Turn 1,
seconds.
Tarzan. And then turn 3, Hugenholtz, named after creator of the track. Got the inspiration from Suzuka. Into the carousel. And we fly now through 4, 5 and 6. Until we get to turn 7, Schleback, which is so difficult to nail. And there's a yellow flag, I think that's in the pits. That shouldn't bring out a safety car now. And these medium compound tyres will definitely get us to the end here. And we're in a really good position at the moment.
Caution. Okay,
And DRS is now enabled.
DRS is now online.
And there's a danger a train might start forming here. I wonder if Ryan Sam will pick us move on this one as we go slightly late there. And Ryan Sam, by the looks of it, was in the dirty air there. I had to wash him understeer. In the famous words of Lando, I wonder if those orange flags in the crowd are for us. How close can Ryan Sam get here? How close can we get? And in this type of terrain, any mistake, and it's so easy to make those kind of mistakes on this track. But at this stage of the race, completely about 3 or 4 places down. Ryan Sam looks closer, but he takes quite a wide line. Will we get a run? We're in the slipstream, but definitely carrying more speed. No, we're not going to be close enough to make that dive. The straight needed to be just another 200 yards longer, I think.
Okay, clear.
But there's a yellow flag somewhere. What's happened there? That's a Mercedes, and it's Scammer, and
Slow down, slow down.
that is a safety
Your
car.
delta is negative.
We, of course, are going to stay out. There's no need to box.
Reduce your pace.
The 2 cars in front will definitely need to box now. And they do, as we try and manage this. And we're going to go now for the last corner. Oh, we've caught the safety car. Our throttle jammed. Okay, won't allow us to overtake.
Green flag.
And so Matty's going to try to go steam up the inside of Tarzan. We're going to hold him there. Hope that we got better grip coming off the corner we have, but we're going to be side by side for 2 and 3. And we get that move done. I think there was a slight bit of contact, but no damage to either of us. And we're going to have to defend like lions now for the next 15 laps, I think. This just got very interesting. In an ideal world we'd break that DRS, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult on this track. I think me and Matty are very close on pace. Definitely got to manage this gap now. Especially when the DRS comes in. That was a warning by Matty. He's got much more straight line speed than we have. So we really need to make this count through the middle sector. And at this point I'm trying to drive really carefully. There's definitely a good result in here for us. Only scored 4 points in the last 2 rounds. And there's another yellow flag. I think that's a Red Bull. But we won't be stopping. And so we are setting personal best sectors at the moment. As we go through the banking of the last turn, I do think there should be more banking in F1 circuits.
You'll be on the softs.
Not a full oval, definitely a little bit of banking. Oh, F1 track should have their own character, and this circuit definitely has its own character. And I think myself and Matty are in a battle by ourselves now. I think Matty's broken DRS to our room possibly. So we're going to hit the curb, we've got to correct ourselves. Matty's going to have a run on us here. We've definitely compromised ourselves there. We're going to have to defend. We're going to defend on the inside this time. Matty's on our outside. We've got the inside line. We dare not touch that inside curb. We leave Matty the space. He's still on our inside. And we've got the inside line going in here. And I think this is what it's going to be like for the next 12 laps. As I think, yes, the championship leader Rob's had an instant somewhere. And so Matty and Chubby Slug will really want this win. I think the Ferrari of Rob's got going again. But he's in a low point scoring position at the moment. And so we're really going to feel the pressure. Will we have round 2 here? Don't think Matty's quite close enough. No, he's not. Not this time. Because we've got to correct ourselves going into the first corner yet again. Really struggling, seemingly, with tyre temperatures at the moment. Car just doesn't want to stop. The front just completely washing out every time I try and turn a corner. And I need to get through this grading phase because we're under so much pressure at the moment, and we haven't got that much ERS as the Alfa Romeo swap positions, and that's even more pressure onto us now. And this may be worth not fighting Matty too much, but staying in that DRS train until later on.
Green flag.
Working my ERS up. And going from there. Don't think Matty's going to be close enough this time. No, he's not. Ten laps still to go, but we're holding on to this lead. But it's really by the skin of our teeth at the moment. In this famous old circuit, they did a really good job renovating this actually. They haven't killed any of its characters since like the James Hunt were winning here. Matty's like, oh, Matty's round. The Williams is in the wall. Oh, so that's one less person we've got to worry about. Matty, luckily, right at the pit entry, is able to pit straight away. And so now it's Chubby Slug. And being hunted by the Alfa Romeos here. And I think now is where my strategy will come into play. If Chubby Slug does have a run here, there is no need to fight it. We'll tuck in, we'll conserve ERS, we can go from there.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10.
And that was all rather easy, to be fair. But still definitely a favourite for the podium. And possibly even a sniff at victory. We need to make sure though that we stay in the DRS while we're doing this, otherwise we are going to be vulnerable to Arwin. And Chubby Slug actually showing a lot more pace than I thought he had. We will have DRS here to help us defend. Chubby Slug's waxing a fastest lap. It just shows what the pace he's got at the moment. That will have been aided by the DRS he had down the main straight, of course. So yeah, we'll take that carousel corner much quicker than we are. Gain about a tenth of a second then. As Matty now sets the fastest lap. On the fresh tyres, of course. No, we are out of Chubby Slug's DRS here. And our strategy isn't going to work, so we're going to have to spend some ERS just to get close to him.
Okay, try to overtake him.
Oh, that's not going to be good. We might be under a bit of pressure here. No, not this time.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
But that is another full course safety car.
Officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right
Our teammate unfortunately retires, and now what do? We pitted for softs. So a P4 now. Ferrari of Dixie behind us. Poleman Alpha Tauri. Ryan Sam in 6th as well. As we cannot go yet, there seems to be quite a gap to the leader in 2nd place. I'm not sure what's happening here. We need to get on with it. And away we go, but that gap seems massive. Chubby Slug didn't have the greatest of restarts. Not going to be close enough to dive around the outside, I don't think. No, we're not. Need to shut the door on Dixie behind in the Ferrari as well, which we do quite easily. And this may be Arwin's first win in the league, in the Alfa Romeo, but I'm sure his teammate will have something to say about that. But the way this is playing out so far is we should not have pitted. We would have won this race if we hadn't have pitted. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. We're going to need to follow Chubby Slug through Leon as well. Leon, of course, chasing his first podium in the P0 League.
We're starting to catch the car in front.
As Chubby Slug looks to the inside of Tarzan, goes to make a move, can we follow him through? No, we can. And we are on the penultimate lap here. And I think any hope of victory is now gone. Very, very difficult, very narrow to overtake. Might have a chance into the chicane later this lap. If not, we're going to do this in the last lap just to get a podium place. minutes. Oh, we're in the dirty air there. That's not going to help. We need to be close if we did want a chance down here. Don't think we're going to quite be close enough. No, we're not. We've got one opportunity of this. We won't have the RS for it, and it'll be down the main straight to clinch a podium after a dire string of results. Even feeling brave enough to put the RS on during the banking. Are we going to be close enough?
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now.
We're just going to dive clean around the outside. Took a risk that the Mercedes might understeer into us. It's a mistake that's paid off, and now what's the pace of these two up front? Can we catch up to them? Aaron's mediums must be feeling vile at the moment. Will there be contact between the Alpha boys that will give us the victory? No, within a second will we get DRS? No, not quite. Oh, we will in the final straight. Can we do anything about this? So much quicker. But I think we're one lap too short. Who's going to win though? Is Aaron's first win? His teammate pulls out. No, Chubby Slug takes it. At the death. We come back P3. Although it does feel like a shoulda, woulda, coulda moment. You do feel we should have had a victory. Hindsight, that pit stop right at the end into the last SC wasn't what we needed. But there we are. Off to Monza next week for the sprint and hoping for another podium there.